Have you received one of these mailers from Opendoor with an offer to purchase your home? How can this be real, you may be asking, remembering the old adage, if it sounds so good to be true? Well, stay tuned because we're going to take an in-depth look at the offer and what selling your castle to Opendoor involves. A friend of mine named Mike received a mailer from Opendoor and asked me to check into it to see what it's all about. Mike was all excited and said Opendoor offered to buy his house for cash, pay him fair market value, and he won't have to pay a commission. Mike said that this could be the end of real estate agents. Okay, now he had my interest. Intrigued by what sounded like a great offer, I agreed to see what I could find out. Hi, I'm Lucian Valancourt, real estate broker and owner of Native Son Realty here in Jacksonville, Florida. As a real estate broker, I also wanted to keep abreast of new business models entering the marketplace. So let's start by taking a look at the brochure. On the front cover, we see the headline, The Cost of Selling a Home, and the subtext, and how to avoid them. At first glance, it sounds as if that by working with Opendoor, you can avoid the cost of selling a home altogether. Open the folder and we find a list of costs to look out for. Real estate agent commission, staging and home preparation, seller concessions, repair cost, home ownership and overlap, and finally, closing costs. Then they close by saying, sell your home to Opendoor for savings and simplicity. Further saying that when you sell to Opendoor, you avoid many of these costs because you never put your home on the market. Now, at this point, the reader has been led to believe that by selling their home to Opendoor, they will save money, right? That's awesome. You can sell your home for fair market value without paying a bunch of needless expenses and save money. After jumping for joy, you begin to wonder, is Opendoor some kind of charity or nonprofit organization? Sadly, Opendoor is not a benevolent entity looking to save you from all those unscrupulous people in the real estate industry. Opendoor is a for-profit business. Yes, Opendoor is in it to make money. Don't think badly of Opendoor though. Just like any business, they must make a profit or they won't be in business very long, right? So how does Opendoor make money? There was no mention of any kind of cost for their service in the brochure, and since you aren't paying all those needless expenses when you put your home on the market, who is? I'm sure you heard the expression, the devil is in the details. Well, there are some details not mentioned in the information you may have received in the mail. Let's take a look. The first item on the list was the real estate agent's commission of 5 to 6%. When selling your home to Opendoor, you will not pay a 5 to 6% real estate commission. You will pay a 6.5 to 13% service charge. That does not seem like a savings. How about staging and home prep? Again, there is some truth here. Opendoor will not require you to tidy up or get rid of a lot of excess furniture to allow a path for people to walk around. However, just like any buyer, if your home is in poor condition or distressed, then Opendoor may not be interested in buying it from you. Their website states that we do not purchase older distressed properties and we focus on homes that are in good condition. It seems that in one way or another, if you want to sell your house, you're going to need to make it presentable. Now comes the seller concessions. It is true that in order to get a deal together, a seller will at times pay for some of the buyer's expenses. I find this fairly common in the case of first-time buyers who may not have a lot of cash to work with. When such an arrangement is reached, the seller will often not negotiate on the price, since agreeing to pay buyer's costs will reduce the seller's bottom line. In a strong seller's market, the seller may even increase the sale price, which results in a bottom line to the seller equivalent to a full price offer after deducting contributions to the buyer's cost. Now comes the repair cost. Most sales contracts will contain an inspection contingency that allows a buyer to have a home inspection. If the inspection reveals significant defects, then a buyer may ask the seller to repair items that are not functioning or are in poor condition. If the seller refuses, then a buyer may cancel. Cosmetic issues are visible when a buyer initially tours a home and are not normally included in a repair request. Opendoor does not do a home inspection. They call it a home condition assessment. They look for items that are broken or in poor condition. Sound familiar? Opendoor will not require you to fix those items. Opendoor will prepare an estimate to repair the problems and then require the seller to reduce the price in the form of a repair credit to Opendoor. If you do not agree to reduce the price, then Opendoor can withdraw their offer. By the way, Opendoor will include things like new carpet and paint in their home condition assessment and factor the costs into the repair estimate. With regard to the repairs, it's important to understand that the fact that Opendoor said a repair or improvement was needed does not obligate them to actually make the repair. To be clear, Opendoor collects repair credits for things they anticipate future buyers may want. If the buyer does not want those issues repaired, then they won't be repaired and you won't get a refund from Opendoor for repairs that were not done. Home ownership and overlap. This is just common sense. If you've moved out of your home and have not moved back in with your parents, you will need a place to live before moving into your new home. Will you still need a place to live after you sell to Opendoor? Closing costs. These are costs associated with real estate transactions. They include things like title insurance and legal fees. Some expenses are mandatory and paid to the local government in the form of taxes and recording fees. At least here, Opendoor states that you will still be responsible for these costs even if you choose to sell to them. Now let's take a look at the costs that Opendoor must pay. Remember, Opendoor actually buys and takes possession of your home. This means they will have to pay the same expenses any other home buyer would incur. Things like utilities, HOA dues, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, etc. Opendoor will continue to pay these costs as long as they own the property. This means that they need to resell the home quickly to minimize these holding costs. Yes, that's right. Opendoor will now be a seller just like you were, and as you now know, selling a home costs money. As a home seller, Opendoor will pay the same expenses you did. Plus, they will offer the home for sale in the realtor's MLS and pay a real estate agent's commission. Right now you're probably thinking, how can Opendoor do all of this and still make money when only charging a 6.5% service charge? They can't. This is where the buy-to-sell listing premium comes into play. This simply means that Opendoor will sell the home for more than they paid you. How much more? The short answer is around $20,000, or an average of 7% more here in Jacksonville. So let's review what it will cost you to sell to Opendoor. Upfront, you will pay the 6.5% to 13% service charge. You will also make a repair credit to Opendoor in the form of a price reduction in an amount equal to the repair estimate. You will still pay normal closing costs traditionally paid by the seller. And last but not least, you have to consider the buy-to-sell premium on the difference between the amount you sold for and the amount Opendoor sells for. This is equity you're giving up. I think it's clear that you will not save money or avoid costs by selling to Opendoor. Simply changing the name of a fee or charge does not eliminate the associated expense. Let's take a quick look at how Opendoor comes up with the estimated offer range you have received along with the brochure. Opendoor claims to use a robust AVM or automated valuation model to estimate home values. When I saw the $49,000 range of value in their estimate, I had to question, how robust is it really? Apparently, Opendoor wants to get you excited enough about the price so you'll go online to request an offer, but they also want to leave some wiggle room. When you go online, you'll have an opportunity to describe your home, after which you'll receive an emailed offer. If you accept the offer, you'll schedule a call with a home advisor and e-sign the sales contract. This is when you're introduced to the local pricing associate, an actual human expert, as a final check on the value process. His job is to tell you what your home is really worth. Remember, this value will likely be reduced again by a repair credit after the home condition assessment. Now, I do not personally know anyone with experience selling to Opendoor, but based on the customer complaints filed with the Better Business Bureau, it appears that the majority of the complaints involve the repair credits and the process of resolving disputes. Apparently, if Opendoor offers to resolve your dispute, you must agree not to discuss the offer or speak negatively about your experience with Opendoor. That sounds like a gag order to me. One last thought. I think it's important to remember that Opendoor is a buyer. As a buyer, Opendoor will directly benefit by convincing you to agree to the lowest possible price. Obviously, you as a seller want to get the highest possible price. This puts your goal as a seller in direct opposition to the goal of Opendoor as a buyer. Real estate investors know that you make money when you buy property, not when you sell it. Opendoor intends to sell your home shortly after buying it, so it makes sense that paying less when buying the home increases their profit when selling. Since the real estate agent is paid on a percentage of the sale price, it stands to reason that they will want the home to sell for the most money possible. A higher sale price means more money for the realtor. This puts the interests of the seller and the real estate agent on the same side. Again, I don't fault Opendoor for wanting to operate a profitable business. I just want you to recognize the difference in motivations. So who is Opendoor's ideal customer? Here are my thoughts. First and foremost, you must have sufficient equity to ensure the amount received from Opendoor after deducting your closing expenses is sufficient to satisfy any outstanding mortgage. If not, you will be bringing cash to closing to cover any shortage. Opendoor does not work with short sales. You need certainty. Absolutely must be out of your home on a specific date in a short time frame. Or 3, you're willing to sacrifice some of your equity in exchange for not having to put your home on the market and show your home to potential buyers. If this sounds like you, then Opendoor may be a good option for you. If, on the other hand, you can plan your move, want to keep more of your equity, and have some flexibility with your closing date, then you may be better off going the traditional route and list your home for sale with a real estate broker. It was my intent to provide you with an honest and objective overview of Opendoor and their business model. I welcome your thoughts and comments, particularly if you have personal experience selling your home to Opendoor. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Lucian Valancourt with Native Sun Realty, helping you find your place in the sun.